Ladies and gentlemen, Kuzangpo, and good evening from Changlimitang Stadium, where the mountains stand tall, the rarest in, and the story of this BoB Bhutan Premier League season continues to grow more fascinating by the week. Today marks match day 11 of the BoB Bhutan Premier League, and already the script has begun to twist, because standing at the summit of the table, ahead of the established powers, ahead of the decorated names, is a club many simply expected simply to survive. DRUKPA FC, the newcomers, the promoted side, the supposed underdogs, and yet here they stand with 2 victories from 2 matches, unbeaten, unafraid, and perhaps beginning to believe that their place at the top may be more than a temporary surprise. But facing them is one of the most organized and ambitious sides in Bhutanese football. THIMPHU City, here is their starting 11. Swingdendup on goal as always. 3 at the back: Kinlepenjo, Cheno Injur, and Kinzateshi. Jonathan, Organ, Dawa, and Jitin completing the midfield, and up front Jignam, Sadiq, and Bozarov completing the dangerous front trio for the City side today. Well, for DRUKPAs, here are the lineup. It is Sachin Jha at the back line, 4 in the back: Killer Abge, Punso Jimmy Bella, Devo Atokpam, Woo Kyung Yun, Min Shin. Their starting man of the match, no longer on the starting lineup for today. He is on the bench, but do expect him to see some sort of action as this match develops. Karma Jamso 28, Philip Eugene 21, Bern Kangibam 24, Pup Doji 17, Matthew Musa 31, and Leon Sullivan 32 completing their front line. Again, right now DRUKPA FC surprisingly at the top of the table. They are not playing like a newly promoted side, but instead they are playing like a side that believes it belongs. They have had fantastic matchups as well. Opened by defeating the reigning champs Paro FC 4-2, and then went on to defeat UA in a brilliant last minute display against Ugan Academy 4-0, where 4 goals came in the second half, 3 courtesy of Karma Jamsoteshi, who is the top scorer, alongside Riz Doji from BFF Academy with 3 goals to their names each. But he definitely has the fastest hat-trick to date, and the opening hat-trick to this season. As for THIMPHU City, a club rebuilding its authority, and the new leadership, a club rediscovering rhythm. Again, since 2019, they are the only team other than Paro FC to have lifted the Champions Trophy for the BoB Bhutan Premier League. They are the last other than the Tigers to have known the taste of victory. And they arrived today unbeaten in their last 2 matches, 1 victory, 1 draw. And they look more settled, more confident, more dangerous. There is structure to their football now. But there are the Warriors stepping on the field today as we await the national anthem to kick things off.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able to stand, please stand up for the national anthem.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, Kuzangpo and welcome today. Definitely feels like more than just another league fixture. It is the established contender against the fearless disruptor. The club trying to reclaim status against the club trying to redefine it. Again, both teams definitely favorites in the crowd today. DRUKPA FC from their side to all who are a part of the monastic body and taxi drivers have been allowed free entry. And THIMPHU City, on the other hand, their tickets also manifesting as part of a season-long lottery run. I did hear that the prizes included electric scooters and TVs. So if you're nearby, do grab a ticket for yourself and come to enjoy the match here at Changlemetang. Right now on screen in all white is the rising disruptors, DRUKPA FC, led by their captain Punso Jimmy Bella. So far, their squad has seen a lot of action, plenty of goals in the first match against Paro. 4-2, one goal courtesy of an own goal from the side of Mohibullah from Paro FC. But it has been Philip Eugene, Matthew Musa and Leon Sullivan-Taylor contributing in the first goal. Could not see action from them in the second one, as it was number 28, Karma Jamsutashi, the man of their hour, who scored a brilliant hat-trick late in the second half, 2 within minutes of additional time, and Pupdoji with the fourth against UA. On the other side, THIMPHU City against THIMPHU FC won in dominant fashion, 3-0. A goal courtesy of Jignam Seltop, a goal courtesy of their 14, Sadiq Suli. Up front, a fantastic target man for the City side this time around, and they are using him really, really well under their new head coach from Argentina, Rodolfo Zapata. So far, definitely seeing an improved roster in the City lineup, but against that matchup with Paro FC in Wochu, we did see an unfortunate 0-0 draw. So this does put them 4 points, third place. Top 2 right now, DRUKPA FC sharing 6 points alongside the surprise of the season, BFF Academy and their youngsters playing the football of their lives, led by the captain Rinzdoji and their goalkeeper Tanepenjo. That young squad is definitely ruthless, but THIMPHU City not here to joke around. Unfortunate draw did cost them that second place, but here they are in red and black. Their roster not a joke, and it will be a huge hurdle for both teams today. Both undefeated. DRUKPA the only one with 2 wins, but a lot more stories to be told. Again, DRUKPA FC, a name that has been rising through the qualifiers. Their starters from that match, Kenchotop Genyakam, number 7, and Jimmy Tenzin, number 10. Still no action for them, haven't seen them. They do have 2 foreign signings on their bench as well. Min Shin, who typically starts alongside Bella, is not in their starting lineup today. Ji Bin Lee, yet another Korean in their squad this time around, is not starting as well. Did have that one opportunity to come in. On the other side, THIMPHU City, 2 Uzbekis on the bench, Kushan and Bakrom, as there is the countdown to kick things off. And there it is, early whistle. Again, if you follow both teams on social media, you did see a couple of sneak peeks, especially from the side of THIMPHU City. There was that interview with their head coach talking about the match we have at hand today. DRUKPA FC, an opponent to respect, definitely not one you can play lightly with. And City said they were going to go all out. They were going to keep pressure. They were going to keep the intensity high throughout the entirety of the 90 minutes. DRUKPA FC still not have had their welcome to the league moments, as that powerful shot, not quite enough to test Sachin Jha. Again, so far in the foreign signings and local talent, we have seen no shortage in brilliance from goalkeepers all around the league. These 2 goalkeepers, no exception at all. Sachin Jha alongside Tikendra, beautiful, beautiful goalkeepers. And even on the other side for THIMPHU City, Tringdendu has been a solid option as well. So far has not let a single shot past him. A clean sheet against THIMPHU FC in their victory. Again, 0-0 draw against Paro. But there is still a lot more work to do for the goalkeeper. It is still a long war they have on their hands. 14 for THIMPHU City. So far, haven't seen much of his ground ball ability, but no doubt with regards to his aerial threat as a target man, you couldn't ask for a better option up front. There was that lovely brotherhood from Sadiq Suli. Woo Kyung-yun laughing it off. But definitely a preview of things to come. So far, we have seen no shortage in terms of physicality. The defense throughout the entirety of the league has jumped up a level compared to seasons past. And this time does not look to be a different story. We are going to see both teams battle it out. The first place definitely a point in contention. The drama especially rising after that win from THIMPHU City against RTC. The match closed off wonderfully by a knuckleball from the legend of the nation, CG7, to seal the win 2-0 in favor of THIMPHU. Again, both teams definitely a lot of energy in the starting minutes, but so far no initiative. Again, City have despite their first win being 3-0, they have only seen 2 goals fall for them. One was an own goal, so technically it doesn't really help the motivation for these players. But the only goal scorers right now, Sadiq Suli, who scored in their opening against Transport United, and Jignam Seltop. There again, Bella is lacking the giant Minshin alongside him, but Woo Kyung-yun so far played that right position. This time will be moved to the centre-back role. There's that challenge yet again. Bella, a bit too late, ambitious, but reckless. Well, at least he does a good job not earning himself a card right now. But do believe that given the intensity both teams are showing early on, there will be more drama to unfold later in the match. Again, the referees for today, Virendra Rai, assisted by Pema answering Punso, the 4th official for today. Birman Limbu. City, so far, dangerous in their set pieces. Haven't seen any conversion yet from Dawatsering. But we know, no doubt, with regards to the quality and mettle of that man. And 17 will be on that set piece yet again. Alongside him, Kush Bozorov, one of their many Uzbeki signings this season. Bozorov, left-footed delivery. First deflection there by Bella. And sent right up and high. Matthew Musa is down. It was Jignam Seltop on that contact. But the referee, no attention. Play still builds up. It is DRUKPA's ball. But off to Dawatsering, it floats. Brilliant job keeping it alive. Organ, brilliant bit of footwork there. Pokes it right up. Sadiq Suli has the space. Past Bella. Dawatsering is down and there will be a whistle. Again, despite the drama building up on the edge of the box for DRUKPA's, there is still Matthew Musa down on that other end. That was that first challenge. Dawatsering. And medical attention early on for DRUKPA FC. Again, it seems to have been painful. Looks like an elbow got on that rib early on in that challenge for that area ball. Philip Eugene having a couple of words for Virendra Rai. Also for both teams, for DRUKPA head coach for today, Kandudoji, as always, team manager Ugundoji, kid manager Kamanam Gill, and physio Som Tenzin. As for THIMPHU City head coach Rodolfo Zapata, team manager Tenzwanchu, Dr. Som DRUKPA, goalkeeper coach Som Jamso, kid manager Kamawanchu, and physio Chetan Orbu. Does seem like it is developing into something serious for Matthew Musa and DRUKPA FC. So far, they have ridden the hype, they have ridden the momentum, but does seem like it is serious. Did not catch it cleanly, but I do believe it was Jignam Seltop who went up against in that challenge that sent Matthew Musa down. And also just seeing the comments right now, but yeah, no traffic jam today. But glad. Thank you for the advice and the concern. But finally does seem like Matthew Musa is down. Do believe it was in the elbow from Jignam Seltop, which the referee did not catch. But good signs for DRUKPA FC. Does seem like Matthew is back, but whistle was blown on the other end. It will be Cities to restart. Though definitely not enough contact, not much contact there from Devo, but did a brilliant job selling that challenge. And it is definitely an early advantage. Both teams no disadvantage in terms of crowd presence. Do believe that the Ajalamas in the crowd here are for DRUKPAs, and they have an entire Bazawala squad up front with drums and horns. Well, there it is. Jonathan Eduardo Cantillana Zorella, 80 for THIMPHU City. The Chilean, no involvement in THIMPHU City's goals so far, but definitely a key presence in possession. Does seem like it will be his to take. There's that whistle. Jonathan, powerful off the left, brilliant save! Sachin Jha forces it off the woodwork. And what a denial it is. There's that shot again. Low driven, forced. And Sachin Jha barely keeps it alive for DRUKPA FC. But possession not over yet. Sadiq Suli for THIMPHU City. Passed right in. Organwanshu at the goal line. Not many options to proceed there. Fought, but does manage to get an outlet out. Sadiq Suli keeps it alive. Left-footed volley off of Wu. And solid job blocking it. Definitely took the wind out of him, but it is right up to Matthew Musa. Immediate counter-attack there. And there is an early yellow card for Cheno Imtur. Musa down yet again. Not much City could have done there. And an instant reply from DRUKPA FC after that. Brilliant denial by Sachin Jha. What a save, and what an effort from Matthew Musa. Launched an immediate counter-attack. Almost got them off guard as well. Not much Cheno could have done there. Did have that double team there. But Musa did look like he had a step advantage over there. Not the best free kick they could have gotten. Not the easiest as well. But definitely not far for these players to really consider going for it. Better angle. Shot. First is blocked by Sadiq Suli. Recovered by Bella. Devo launches it up front. And finally the offside flag raised. There's Philip Eugene. Solid getting his body under that, but simply unfortunate as Tringdendup sends it right back. Suli this time, no connection. It is Kinipenjo. Sends it right back. Possession, building up. DRUKPA, space, midfield. They will take it slow. Devo involving himself, but that pass misfires and right back to THIMPHU City. Kinzatra stopped in. So far, his presence has been really crucial in THIMPHU City's corner tactics. Their opening goal definitely should have had some sort of credit go to 18 for THIMPHU City. He did all the work, blocking off the goalkeeper's vision. And City so far really cheeky on their set pieces. Again, as always, personally speaking, a wholesome sight seeing Bhutanese national shine. Sadiq Suli lets off a left foot off that brilliant pass. Solid connection there, but leaned too much into it. Caught the edge of the ball a bit too much and off it went. Goal kick it will be. Again, DRUKPA FC not starting their main centre-back, Min Shin, who otherwise is one of the tallest players in the BoB Bhutan League, given the fact that there is a brilliant target man for THIMPHU City posted up front in Sadiq Suli, 14. Do not know if it will come back to haunt them, but it is their decision to make and we shall see how it develops. Musa off to Leon Sullivan. The Liberian, plenty of options, will play it middle. Philip Eugene, brilliant pass, hands it off to Kamajamso. And from distance, unfortunate there. Man down for DRUKPA. Kinarabge is back up. Does seem like it was Jonathan on that contact there. Again, this, despite being an early face-up, is really decisive given the fact that both of these teams are fighting for position at the top of the table. DRUKPA FC again right now sharing 6 points with BFF Academy, but perfect 2 wins is the number 1 in the league right now. THIMPHU City on the other hand do have 1 win, still unbeaten, but they did draw against Bhutan FC in their away matchup at Wochu. And as such, they are 3rd points right behind with 4 to their name. As there is a little bit of commotion there from the coaches. And does seem like there will be a yellow card for DRUKPA and their bench. Again, given the physicality occurring everywhere on the pitch, despite there not being a ball at all, is making it really hard on the referee to keep check on all of the aggression being here today. But personally speaking, as long as there is no injuries or no foul intent, we do love a little bit of physicality. And this season has shown us plenty of it. Kidarabge evaluated on the side. Will take his sweet time coming right back in as THIMPHU City earns possession back. Played it right. Kush. Kinza plays it middle. Sadiq Suli turns around, has space to operate, but it is poked right back. Barun, brilliant defensive effort. Left-footed cross right inside Devo. Clears it off at the halfway line. Challenge 1, Philip Eugene. Musa on that right. A bit too much flair for 31 there. Back for THIMPHU City. There again, Matthew Musa. Brilliant pressure from City. Throw in towards Dawsering. Keeps it alive. Off to Jonathan. Back to Dawa. Posted up and Devo yet again. This time clean. Leon Sullivan up to Philip Eugene. Musa completely alone on that right. One-on-one. Had the option to cross but will not take it. Off to Karma Jamto and it is sent off into the stands. And kicked right back towards the ground by a member down in the audience there. Strong leg, whoever it is, as DRUKPA FC's resume with yet another throw-in from Devo. Jonathan off to Dawsering, might have been costly. THIMPHU City. Brilliant pass up to that left, whipped it right to Sadiq Suli. Has that one-on-one against Wu. Attempted through ball there. Again, Sadiq Suli versus Wu has been a story developing right in the early minutes, where Sadiq Suli in that one-on-one early on hugged, basically literally hugged Woo Kyung-yun off into the sidelines. There again, a replay on that possession there. Sadiq Suli, not many options, not much help either. Again, City has always been dangerous in those set pieces. They have been cheeky as well. There again, Kinzatashi topped in. There is that unofficial assist I was talking about. No better best they could hope for against Sachin Jha. As Jonathan whips it low. First interception by DRUKPA. Right off. Again. Jonathan whips it high. Contact Sachin yet again. What a save. Back to back for DRUKPA and their goalkeeper. There again, brilliant decision, brilliant touch from Jonathan. Sends it right back and it is Sachin Jha. There's that header yet again from Kinzatesh Topton. But Sachin Jha properly tested his mettle. Very well evident. Kamajamso, the fastest hat-trick so far for DRUKPA FC right now. Launches it off Matthew Musa. Plenty powerful. Swing the up. Couple of words there. Leon Sullivan. That's there again. Pressure definitely building up front as well. Again. Not sure what the players themselves are saying, but the crowd not letting them hear the end of it. Lot of support for both sides. Again, a lot of work for the referee Virendra Rai to do here. And does seem like it will be a long day for the referee. That's swing then up. Low, driven, long. There again, Sadiq Suli, a brilliant target. Heads it right off. Organ almost comes off that header, but Leon Sullivan too strong. Organ lost track of it. Dawsering. Options. City has a man on that left, but it is stolen in midfield by DRUKPA FC. Devo does not let it roll. Musa on that line will play it back. Dawsering, brilliant interception. Off to Jonathan. Organ, the captain in the middle. Place it low this time. Pass does not connect. Cleared off Wu. And corner it will be yet again for THIMPHU City. There again, that early cross from Jonathan. And my, what a save from Sachin Jha. But they get yet another opportunity to try again. This time Sachin Jha left all alone. City do look like they will play it short. Pupdoji is the other contributor of that goal on that hat-trick versus UA. As there is yet another solid clearance there from Bella. Again in that match, again his presence crucial in keeping that clean sheet against Ugan Academy. Had a beautiful shot curling into the top pins, which Bella cleared it off with a solid header. And this time, does look like Bella will be the key to their win. So far they have kept a brilliant track record of 2 clean sheets in their 2 opening games. Definitely one of the best performances from a newly promoted team. But there again, that challenge on Dawa did have his own inertia against him, but whistle is blown and City Jonathan not taking it. It is a spot we've seen Dawa convert from before. Solid in his earlier run for City, solid in his run for Samti. Back home, can Dawa deliver? So far, Gelton the only one to rival his ability in set pieces. There again, Virendra having a couple of words with the players down there. This time it is Jonathan and Kilirabge, but does seem to be solved. Again, it will be a long day here for Virendra Rai. There's that whistle. Dawa, run up, shot! And high up and above. Again, definitely not his best attempt, but we do know him as a proper microwave. Just a couple of shots to get himself warmed up and his third, fourth will fall in. Set pieces, you can't do anything about it. But DRUKPA FC will have to keep in mind that they should give him the respect he deserves and not leave him much space to turn around and get that foot off. Sadiq Suli, again, brilliant, keeping possession, sends that touch off in space, but it is stolen right back. Devo, woo. Musa not quite there. Kinzatashi sends it right up and woo, with the powerful clearance up front. Off to the races on that right flank for DRUKPA FC. Matthew Musa has that advantage, gets that shoulder in. Final touch, pokes it right towards the box. And throw in it will be for DRUKPA FC as yet another player down. Chieno. Well, Chieno seems to be back up. There was that contact. Philip Eugene. Well, definitely not full of ill intent. Did show proper sportsmanship afterwards, which is what we love. Again, a lot of familiar faces from the league in the stands today as well. Definitely scouting out their opponent before their own matches. As yet again, Virendra Rai to the bench of DRUKPA FC has that yellow card loaded up. And there it is. Already 2 yellow cards for the bench of DRUKPA FC and does not feel like it will stop anytime soon. Devo yet again back on that corner, but it will be a while until we see the restart. Yep, and there it is, Devo. Kamajamso fakes it off to that right. Jonathan steals it right away from Musaf. Sadiq Suli this time not able to keep it under control. Devo. Brilliant touch there from Leon Sullivan. Challenge. Clean. Well timed on Matthew Musa and THIMPHU. Wu. Brilliant touch. Suri. Musa right there, but cannot keep it under control. And back to Tringdendo Bedes. So far, both teams not falling short in terms of advantage. THIMPHU City has been, in fact, the more aggressive team. DRUKPA have not found their connection in the final third. THIMPHU, on the other hand, plenty of shots. So far, only denied by the heroics of Sachin Jha as we approach the half-an-hour mark. Bella failed on that clearer. Suli took immediate advantage of that mispass there by Bella. Not a sight we see all the time, but that should be enough to bring the captain back into the minded. He is the last line of defense for DRUKPA FC. Such a brilliant job, but you can't really keep all these shots that are thrown at you away for the entirety of the match, and as such the defense will need to do a little bit better. Not much pressure there. Jitin did not see much of him in that matchup against Paro. And despite a solid first match, haven't really seen much of him since then. Definitely hoping that it is a different story today. But DRUKPA, Kazatashi, push back to Chieno. Up front, again heads it off to Dawa. A really pretty build up there by THIMPHU City. Switches it up on that left. Jignam Seltop. Step over. Past Devo. Right in the middle. Misread possession, but they do get it right back. Organ, a touch that too heavy. And right safe in the arms of Sachin Jha. Off long. Chieno. Header. And a series of fumbles there from THIMPHU City. There was that fortune for again. But that final touch a tad too hard. The pressure from Bella definitely a factor in that turnover. And right back a response from DRUKPA FC as they earn a corner for themselves. There's Kilipenjo for THIMPHU City. So far has been really brilliant since his signing here. Well, not sure what he was sent off for, but it does seem like it was a silly mistake there. They play it short. Jumso, right back. Leon Sullivan chips it back post. Header there. Bella almost. There's that second attempt. There's that replay again. Dangerous lob there, Philip Eugene. Could not quite find the final touch, but he is down. Again, solid turnout here in the stands here at Changlimitang. Brilliant weather right now. Did have a confusing string of weather changes up earlier in the day. It was harsh sunlight after rain, sunlight and rain again. But couldn't ask for better weather here for the players right now. Always difficult to play in the rain and even in the harsh sun, both of which we do not have there again. The cheer squad for DRUKPA FC. Philip Eugene still being evaluated, but we resume play. Kile, long, Wu, brilliant header. Kept alive by Organ. Jonathan, a step too late. That challenge perfectly timed. And back to Tieno it is. The responsibility of orchestrating what has been an absolutely beautiful run for their new head coach. The Argentinian doing wonders with THIMPHU City. Still a long season ahead to properly gauge his metrics, as there is that shot. Solid. But simply a bit too under that ball from Kush. There was that early shot from that turnover from Bella. Definitely came close, but Sachin Jha right there, even if it was on target. Well, we have seen no shortage of miracles from Sachin Jha. Does look like he will continue to deliver a little more. City will need to find a better angle. If they cannot catch Sachin Jha by surprise, does feel like a goal will be hard to come by. They are facing a drought right now. Their last match, no goals despite their strong roster. Wu, brilliant against Sadiq Suli. Jitin Doji switches it up. Kush Bozorov, one-on-one. Sends it off long, but not quite the pace, and Sachin Jha will send it right back for City to restart. Morgan. The entirety of that left flank alone. Dotsering has the space. Devo committing. Cut right back. Dotsering inside the box. Cut back yet again, but Devo read that beautifully. Jonathan. Right middle, Jitin, fortunate off to Kinzang. Brilliant feint with the use of his body. Dotsering will get it right, but offside it will be yet again. Again, the DRUKPA FC, newly promoted, did have that qualifiers right before the season started. Back in the early months of this year. The right foot, powerful! Leon Sullivan! What a shot it was! City expected more passes. Disrespected Leon Sullivan Taylor, who rightfully earns his second of the league and opens up this match with DRUKPA's first. There's that shot yet again. Expected a cut back, no challenge in the way, and what power! Sring Dendu could only glance behind with the ball still in the air. Two yellow cards for their bench already, but that will be reason enough for DRUKPA FC to celebrate. Again, the recently promoted team promoted up as Namla FC as second under the Thunderbolts THIMPHU FC, and right now, my, are they making waves here in the BoB, Bhutan Premier League. Right now, they are at the top of the table. Can THIMPHU City deny them their underdog story? Sadiq Suli hands it right off. Brilliant series of passes. That final challenge sent it right off, and corner it will be yet again. Less than 10 minutes remain. THIMPHU City definitely nowhere near being on the back foot. They have had their fair share of chances. Sachin Jha denied them time and time again. Kush Bozorov looking for that shot. Left-footed, not quite enough power. Chaos. Ricocheting between the two players, and it will be THIMPHU City who gets the edge. There's that challenge again. Definitely frustration building up in these players, THIMPHU City especially. So far, it has been a nightmare start for the Giants, but FC THIMPHU City still has promise right up there. Woo. Wanting the referee's attention, but the referees, again, a lot of work he needs to do here between these two titans. Doutsering, again, already had one set piece earlier to get his calibrations right. And this time, a much better angle to work with as well. DRUKPA FC. Celebrations. Will it end right within minutes? With a reply from 17. There is that whistle. The run-up. Shot deflected on that wall. And a yellow card it will be to Leon Sullivan. There was that shot. Definitely had power, but was caught right on that wall. But right now, definitely hope that DRUKPA FC does not come to regret, especially Leon Sullivan does not come to regret that decision. It is now much, much more closer. Already with that goal from DRUKPA, the crowd tingling on the edge of their seat. Can City give us one more reason to climb out of our seats? Again, contention for goal of the season rising through the roof. It's screamers after screamers. When one team produces one, others simply match their paces. That brilliant bicycle from Tensung, so far the only exception. Powerful headers, knuckleballs, shots from distance. Name it, we've got it. Doutsering, this time with the chance. It will be contact off the wall. And corner for THIMPHU City. Sadiq Suli, brilliant effort. But it will be City. They are back up to their antics. If they want to get a cross in, the goalkeeper is perfectly occupied. What a job. But Kinzatesh stopped in. Corner. Blade shot. Delivery from close. Or again from distance. Wu blocks it right off. Kinle hands it off to Leon Sullivan on that left flank. Outmanned. THIMPHU City are on the back foot. Philip Eugene on that right flank does not get the ball. And brilliant opportunity opening itself up right for DRUKPA FC as THIMPHU City caught off guard. But brilliant job keeping that pressure up. Sadiq Suli wins that throw-in of Devo. Brilliant flick up there by Sadiq Suli. A clash of heads there. Jitin not liking that whatsoever. Do believe it was a fair challenge there by Wu. Both players went at it at the same time. But pandemonium it is. At this point in the match, it will not require much of a spark to fuel the fire that has been developing throughout the entirety of the 40 minutes we've been through in this match. There again, that contact. Brilliant flick up first time there by Sadiq Suli, and that header. Well, Wu definitely a step behind. Contact from the side. of Sadiq Suli. But what a strong man. Again, the football we like to see. Fight through contact. Solid there from Sadiq. Jonathan so far has been involved in a lot of plays. His crosses definitely a key factor to the win condition of THIMPHU City. Header first by Devo. Still anyone's ball. First time volley. Philip Eugene helping out in the defensive ends. Cheno couldn't quite get there. Leon Sullivan. Matthew Musa on that right. Committing to that run but does not quite meet him in stride. Challenge perfectly timed by Jingnam Seltop. Dautsering immediately back on the counter attack. Not much space to operate but does find Sadiq Suli. Making that cut right back across one-on-one against Devo. Will find Jonathan back and THIMPHU City will regroup. Cheno definitely getting tense here. Organ hands it right back. Well, not really. Slight miscommunication there, but the lack of a press there from DRUKPA, which is beautifully beaten. Dautsering. Bella, brilliant job closing out on that shot. Cross delivered in. No contact there from City. What a pass otherwise from Jingnam Seltop. There was that left-footed. Close goal yet again. THIMPHU City do feel like they are coming really close to their goals, but so far are simply lacking the final bit of magic to work their wonders. Organ goes down against Barun but is back up. And Barun, Karma right in the middle, but Organ, brilliant job, clean challenge. Sadiq Suli it is. Tawa poked out by Bella. Philip Eugene hands it off to Leon Sullivan Taylor. Leon one-on-one against Kinzang, and it is Kinzang on top. Fortunate for DRUKPA FC, corner it will be. They did come really close that one time. There's that goal, Leon Sullivan. Again, they did come really close on their corners. Philip Eugene had that opportunity back post to poke it in, but missed. As Karma jumps off, right back, Leon Sullivan, contact first by City. Anyone's ball. Sadiq Suli does seem like he is getting the better of it. Kizatesh pokes it right from distance. Ooh, close call there. Had the space, brilliant judgment. But not quite the placement he wanted. Philip Eugene definitely heating up. As it is back to Tsering Dendrup. Unfortunate there, almost gave away a dangerous opportunity to DRUKPA. Again, right now, with the pressure of DRUKPA FC's goal mounting on the shoulders of THIMPHU City, they are committing way too many options up front, which is catching them off guard when they are falling back in defense. So they have to be mindful of that as well. Dautsering had the space to work there, but hands it off right to Kush Bozarov. Challenge from behind. Dawa, brilliant job keeping it alive. Has the pace, is at the goal line. Cross delivered inside! City, their best chances right now, and Kinzang to the side of the net. That shot handed on a silver platter courtesy of the efforts of Dautsering Jr. It has been hard to come across opportunities from up close. DRUKPA taking advantage of City. Musa loses his man. Sullivan right up there. Brilliant denial there. Sends it right back. Musa. Challenge there. And throw in it will be for DRUKPA FC. There was that shot. Leon Sullivan sent it right in the middle. It does feel like they will get yet another opportunity. Bella this time lets off Sadiq Suli. Off to that right. Kile loses it. City. Jitin plays it off to Sadiq. No space to turn around. Back to DRUKPA. It is the closing minutes. 5 more minutes have been added for extra time. So plenty more drama left to unfold here in the first half. Philip Eugene, one-on-one, has that double team that trips him. And whistle it will be for DRUKPA FC. There again, brilliant job from Philip Eugene. Posting up, did not have the space to turn around, and finally when that double team came, did a brilliant job baiting that trip. Hopefully he is okay. It is always hard to take contact and fall. Has been strong so far, fighting through so many challenges from THIMPHU City. But this time does seem like he will take his time getting back up. A crucial part of their come up as THIMPHU FC down in the qualifiers. Right now, solid job as a starter alongside all the other foreign players in their squad. There is that whistle. First header, City. Dawa, plenty of options to work with. Kush Bozarov on that right. Sadiq Suli has the space. Cross right inside. Again! Who better than the captain to light their way back up and into this match? What a run! What a pass! And calm and composed as the king he is. Organ Wanchut sitting. Finally puts himself in the scoreline. And what fashion it is in. Well, drama unfolding here in the crowds as well. Apparently someone threw a bottle over at THIMPHU City, who were celebrating right in front of DRUKPA FC's cheering squad. Has got the attention of the entire stadium, but play resumes. Just a little description for those of you not here physically. There is the entire audience are on their feet right now watching the drama unfold. Well, hopefully it will resolve soon. But what a goal it was nonetheless. And ladies and gentlemen, we finally have a proper match at our hands. And there is the whistle to signal the end of a brilliant half. Both teams definitely getting frantic. But who wouldn't? Both teams exceptional defense. Their strikers are getting fired up. The referee especially hard to understand how difficult it will be for him going forward, as well as even the crowd themselves seem to be getting right into it. Well, so far a goal from Leon Sullivan Taylor, and a response in the dying minutes of additional time from the captain of THIMPHU City, Organ Wanchut, sitting, lighting up the path from the city side. There was that first goal from Leon Sullivan. DRUKPA FC, 2 yellow cards to their bench, and reason enough to celebrate. But right now both teams back to square one, and a lot more drama waiting to unfold here at Changlemetang. If you are nearby, do come to Changlemetang. THIMPHU City are selling tickets, which is also a lottery throughout this season, where you might get an electric scooter or a TV and anyway in between. But yeah, so far solid fight. This was your commentator Oguntesh Doji. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys again after the break. Do let me know what you think the results will be, which team you are supporting, and who you think will come out on top at the end. Until then, this was your commentator. See you guys after the break.
Big news for BT Airfiber family. You can now manage and recharge your Airfiber packages directly through the BT app. It's simple. Just head to Build Planet, select BT Enterprise, enter your Airfiber number, and set your bill. Choose your preferred payment channel, and you're done. Please keep in mind that payments from third-party banking applications are currently unavailable. Thank you for your continued support and for choosing BT Airfiber.
To activate quality, you will need to do a Bluetooth voice mode in your device network setting on the network device. And as always, if you get stuck or have any questions, call our toll-free number experience. Activate Ready today. Turn to the heart. Always there for you.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday शादी करो
Ladies and gentlemen, Kuzangpo, and welcome back yet again to a brilliant match here between THIMPHU City and DRUKPA FC. Right now, substitutions being made. Kilipenjo being subbed out. Kushan Ganijanov being brought in. The other Kush from the side of THIMPHU City being subbed in, number 4. But so far, what a half of football we have witnessed here. Not just quality, not just goals, but it is chaos, confrontation, controversy, and passion spilling out from every corner of this stadium. After 30 minutes, it was DRUKPA FC who opened up the scoreline through Leon Sullivan. A brilliant opener carved out of pressure and persistence. But football has a cruel habit of waiting until the final seconds to change the mood, and deep into additional time with emotions already boiling over. Hogan Machu, the captain, stepping up for THIMPHU City, the leader, the responder. Also, we did have plenty of instances already, it seems. A water bottle thrown into the celebration of THIMPHU City from the stands. The fans of DRUKPA FC do believe they were sent out of the stadium for that behavior. But with that pressure boiling over, both teams wanting those 3 points desperately on top of that. A City, early initiative, ball played on that right flank, kept alive by Kush. Shot! What power on that left foot! Definitely could have done a better job there from Bella. Sachin Jha definitely awards for his defenders. The close score, City yet again miss an opportunity to put them up. Again, both teams, physicality, no question. Desperation, no question. Hustle, no question as well. But we do hope they simply keep it at a level where it is acceptable for sports. It is always painful to see it go beyond sportsmanship and enter a brutal field of viewership for all our fans. But right now, it has been a solid 50-50 match. City, despite being the team to put up constant pressure, DRUKPA FC and their quick releases on their counter-attacks are an offense worth respecting here in the league, and THIMPHU City doing just that. Chitin, brilliantly stolen, off to Dautsering. Hands it off, Jitsin fakes that cross, has that one-on-one. Devo, brilliant job so far, but it is back to Dautsering, left-footed delivery inside. First contact, DRUKPA FC. And there, the goal scorer, Leon Sullivan. Completely unselfish. Philip wanting that run. Off to Kille. Mutsa, the pass. Does not quite get there. Header from Woo Kyung-yun. Again, we are not seeing Min Shin, who typically starts at the centre-back position. Woo plays a more of a wing role. But so far, no problem. Bella doing a brilliant job early to kickstart this off. Did have a mistake there. There was that challenge on Kush Pozorov. Morgan pokes it right up. Sadiq Suli. But fantastic job from Wu. to completely block off the runway for Sadiq Suli, and right back to Sachin Jai it goes. Confusion on that throw-in, but it will be Kinzatashi. Restarting play. Suli played up front. Bella! There again. The captain for DRUKPA FC, proving why he is wearing the captain's armband. Kinzatashi stopped in. Almost had a goal to his name as well after that brilliant setup from Daud Siri. Definitely will be a shot that will be showing up in his nightmares tonight if the results are not in their favor. Kinzatashi plays it. Kushbozarov has the space. Left foot lobbed over, but mid. In the way, and back off it goes. City will get yet another chance to proceed with the throw-in. Jignam Seltop plays it right shot, gets it back. Again, a lot of manpower in the crowd. The DRUKPA FC cheering squad definitely more alive than ever. Left flank opens up, delivery, back post, first header there for DRUKPA FC. Kushbozarov can't quite get there. Leon Sullivan, brilliant job helping out with the defensive efforts of his team. But Kushbozarov got past Puptoji. Again, both teams evenly matched. A development that personally has been really, really brilliant for this league. Daud Sering, left footed, sends it in. First header there. The first touches for Kushan. So far, 2 of their 3 Uzbeki signings on the ground right now. The other Uzbeki, Bakrom, does play up front, which has a lot of starting options for THIMPHU City. Did see him play in those final minutes in that draw against Paro FC. A very aggressive, a very strong player for Isaja. If he subs in this match, definitely do feel like it will be multiple yellows for him. So, smart move keeping him on the bench right now. But Philip, already a target of so many challenges, has gone down for the umpteenth time. And Devo this time on the set piece for DRUKPA FC. A lot of options. Bella, Philip Eugene, Leon Sullivan, Matthew Musa, all solid targets. Even if they go for their long distance shots, Karma Jamsotashi has proven the lethality of his left foot. 3 goals in 4 strikes as that header met by Sadiq Suli. And they will let it roll. Throw in it will be for DRUKPA FC yet again. Devo plays it on the line. Throw in for DRUKPA yet again. Devo placed it right towards Kilirabge. And City immediately on the breakaway. What pace from Sadiq Suli. Woo Kyung-hyun marking him perfectly, but that does open up that middle possession. Or again, this time unfortunate. And right back to Sachin Jha. THIMPHU City close, ever so close to making it 3 or more for their side right now, but their only obstacle, Sachin Jha. Brilliant save after brilliant save, in perfect form. Not much he could have done on that finish there by Organ. Placed perfectly, took him completely by surprise, and was not enough. Pupdoji, brilliant interception there. Unfortunate pass there from Karma Jamso, hands it right off to Jitin. Jonathan, Daud Sering on the left is an option, gets it right there. Dawa, 1 against 2, space, right foot, deflected by Devo. Header, won by Sadiq Suli, but does not have the space to guide it properly with power towards the net. Again, this match definitely getting physical. We have not seen it resumes in the second half. Definitely instructions from the coaching staff helping out with it as well. Already 2 yellow cards for the bench of DRUKPA. Leon Sullivan, a yellow card to his name. Cheno Indur, a yellow card to his name as well. And almost an altercation in the crowd early on in the dying minutes of the second half. THIMPHU City celebrating right in the face of DRUKPA FC's fans. And they did not like it at all. Threw a water bottle down onto the ground, which did require some intervention from security. But we are back. Suli, not much space there, but lobs it right off to Dao Sering. Jitin committing to that overlap. Wu gets to it first. Back to Dawa. Leon Sullivan. Brilliant pressure there, forcing THIMPHU City to regroup, and right back to Cheno Indo it is. Jitin. Not much time to shine there for number 7 of THIMPHU City, but the rest of his team. Dao Sering. Space! Again, 17 is not a man you want to give that much space to. But fortunate for them, he has not been able to place his shots properly today. Plenty of opportunities his way, denied time and time again by Sachin Jha or the wind. As THIMPHU City get themselves another corner. This time they play it short. They will want a better angle at the goal line. Cross delivered to Sadiq Suli. Back off. Jitin, left foot, not enough power. Waited too long. Cheno into left foot, deflected, and corner it will be yet again. Well, I stand corrected. Goal kick awarded for DRUKPA FC. There's the hat-trick hero for DRUKPA FC. His first goal in the 51st minute, and went on to score 2 more before the match ended. One of the fastest hat-tricks we've seen in this league ever. And what a way to do it as well. Minimal strikes, left foot, clean and powerful. But right now, not much opportunities to shine. DRUKPA's on the throw-in. THIMPHU City, a lot of bodies on the ground. Gets right in the way. Sadiq Suli. Bozarov. One-on-one. Pub. Brilliant step over. Cuts right in. Has the angle. Pokes it off. With the outside of his left foot. And Bella there to head it off. There again. Brilliant move. And what a decision to get past that challenge in the milliseconds he had. Left foot, but Bella yet again brilliantly positioned. And it will be yet another corner for City. Both teams, solid cheer squads. Placed right back, no contact there. It does seem like Sachin slapped it off. No threat there, but the goalkeeper taking no risk. His defenders have been letting shots off a little bit too easily. As it is yet another corner. City. Lob. Perfectly in the middle. No contact there. Bozarov. Powerful. Sachin slaps it off yet again. Bozarov. Quick to restart. But opportunity dies down. There was that save yet again, but Matthew Musa back at it, has the pace, lots of options. Leon Sullivan right in the middle of 4, and that will be enough to put an end to DRUKPA's counter. Back to Organ. Dao Sering does not like his options going forward, will want a little bit more participation from his teammate Jonathan. Back to Cheno Inzu. There's the new sub for THIMPHU City, Krishan. Jitin. Low, no risk there. Kush Bozarov, one-on-one yet again. Has been successful before, but this time will not. What a challenge there from Puptoji. Words, Puptoji and Kush Bozarov. Words in their way. after that play. And on the other side, again, there was those exchanges. Phuptoji solid in that win up. It has been a matchup that has been going at it for a long time. And there again, Bozarov dropped. No foul intent there by Bella. Kush simply caught off guard as he was backtracking there. As always, that has been true in this match so far. A lot of work for referee Virendra Rai. Sadiq Suli, this time offside. So far, brilliant job, Birds. Sachin Jha plays it long. Interception. Jonathan off to Dawa, gets it right back to 80. And City will regroup. Again, the level of effort from both teams, miraculous and a sight we as lovers of football are glad to see. Fortunately, these players have had no injuries, but as there's a yellow card for Sadiq Suli. Barun is back up. Plenty of yellow cards as Matthew Musa whips it right up. Philip Eugene risky there. Almost got the Kushan with the boot. Jonathan. Ambitious flick there, but finds Sadiq Suli. That run there will not be enough. Otherwise, brilliant connection. Phuptoji. Brilliant night for him tonight on that wing-back position alongside Bella. His matchup against Kush Bozarov, definitely a 50-50. This time it is Wu there. Brilliant job, winning it right back. After Philip Eugene, it is versus Chieno Indoor. City, plenty of options to work with. Jonathan. Not many options forward. We'll play it right back to Kushan. Kushan. Kizateshi plays it right back. A breath of fresh air after the high intensity possessions we've been seeing in the first hour. Still half an hour more to go. As Kushan plays it off to Kinzateshi. Philip Eugene, no chance there on that header, but Matthew Musa, solid job keeping it right towards 21. Kille. Right up, Karma Jamso. Challenge from behind by Organ. Will be one right back by Karma Jamso. But Organ, brilliant job against each other. Dautsering. Brilliant job keeping it online. Organ Wanchu has Kush Bozarov. There is that matchup against Pope yet again. 77. Can he get past him at the edge of the box? Left foot! So close! as there is a substitution being brought in. Barun being subbed out. It is Sangirinchen coming in for DRUKPA FC. Again, what a shot it was. Could have done better there on the defensive effort, but fortunately enough, they do avoid the burden of a goal. DRUKPA FC has opened the scoreline for today's match.
Barun is replaced by guest number 13, Sangirinchen.
And with City's reply so far, both teams no clear advantage. Evenly matched, both rosters, both equally capable in terms of arsenal and firepower, as Sadiq Suli let loose against Devo. One-on-one side. Devo clean timing on that challenge, but it is Dawat Sering. Cannot find the space, beats the double. Cuts right back, right foot, lob, and header. It is from Pope right off to Matthew Musa. He has been dangerous on those transition counters. But the challenge on Philip Eugene. There was that pass from Matthew Musa. Philip Eugene set down with the full weight of Kinzanta stopped in again throughout the entirety of this match. A lot of challenges thrown his way. He has been strong. He has kept his composure. But it will take its toll on his body as he gets knocked down to the ground time and time again. Bella plays it to Kilnerabge. Outside of that foot towards Matthew Musa. Brilliant control. Will go for it. Caught that ball a bit too early. And off to the side it will float. Dendro. Haven't seen him in a while. Kusan. That pass to Jonathan, not quite there. Leon Sullivan, the connection with Philip Eugene, perfect. His arm grabbed by Jason, but does a brilliant job releasing it out. Left foot. Karma jump, so this time blocked. And City initiative on that right flank. Bozarov, one-on-one yet again. Let's loose that race between Sadiq Suli and Bella. Bella, brilliant job keeping his composure. Almost slips there. Not many options for Suli. Lets it loose. Cross delivered. And off to the goal line it will fly. Sachin, first header, Jonathan, and throw in it will be for DRUKPA FC. Devo plays it short, gets it right back right now. Pure aggression and effort is not getting them the goals they need. But Matthew Musa, what pace, what burst, delivers right inside. Philip Eugene not quite there. First header from City. Jonathan clears it right back up. Boop from distance and into the moon. Kushan. Sadiq Suli. Brilliant decision there, but will be hard to beat Poop. That matchup on that flank between 17 and 77. One for the ages. Brilliant talents. Also nice to see the local rising up against the foreign signing. Right now has been a 50-50 between these two. Both players getting the edge over each other time and time again. Sadiq Suli, this time against Wu. The Ghanaian against the Korean. And the Korean this time on top, Bella. Again, not much time remained. There was that possession yet again. Wu. In their first two matches, the presence of Min Shin has long outshone the consistent performance Woo Kyung Hyun has been delivering in his debut for DRUKPA FC. And right now, without Min Shin on the ground, he is finally able to show his full potential. On the other hand, the forwards of DRUKPA FC, Matthew Musa especially, brilliant in launching over those counter-attacks and blitzing paces. Pub plays it short. Gramajamto. Pub, left-footed delivery right at the box. No contact there. City will let it roll. Jonathan challenged from behind, perfectly timed. On that wing, Musa Philip is down for DRUKPA, but they are playing advantage. Kilerabge will try from distance. And finally, attention on Philip Eugene, who is down yet again. Does not seem intentional, but does look like he caught an elbow there from Kushan Ganejanov on that aerial challenge. Again, ever since the start of this league this season, we have not seen a shortage in terms of entertaining matches. Of course, we have seen, well, matches that were not as dramatic nor as eventful, but that matchup between DRUKPA and Paro, Transport versus Serang as well, with the celebration from Tenin Namge, and even recently THIMPHU FC, the Thunderbolts versus RTC was one for the ages as well. Again, despite the standard of our league, we are seeing no shortage of goals that would be considered world class. Bozarov will get an opportunity. Wu deflection. Poop slipped there, but Wu, brilliant job recovering on that edge. And solid hip check there. Keeping Kenzatashi Topden away from the ball, and back to Sachin Jha it will be. My observation, these two teams, THIMPHU City and DRUKPA, despite bolstering their ranks with foreign signings, have local players that outshine their international players, which as a Bhutanese and as a fan of our football is a wholesome sight to see. Late challenge possibly by Jitin. After the blistering first half, a quiet stretch here at Changlemetang, but plenty of reasons for the crowd to raise their voices as Bella, looking to play it long, plays it right up front. Matthew Musa! thought we almost saw a recap of that goal from THIMPHU FC in their matchup against Transport United at their home, the Windy City. Sadiq Suli fakes that left foot, delivers it right in the middle. Jonathan waiting. Jitsin recovers brilliantly. Leon Sullivan. That intimidation, definitely a factor. Jonathan expected that run up from Sadiq Suli. Sachin Jha. Matthew Musa left all alone. Jitsin Doji the only one up front, right towards Ring Dendup. Solid hands from the captain of THIMPHU City. Also, the goalkeeper for DRUKPA FC, Sachin Jha, is an Indian. Alongside Barun and Devo, I do believe they are the three Indians that are playing for the side of DRUKPA FC. Given the relaxation of the rules with regards to treating SAF players as regional players instead of properly international players, it has seen a lot of proper signings this time around. Tikendra for Transport, brilliant. Sachin Jha alongside the other. Really, really great as well. The first 10 minutes, masterclass from the goalkeeper. Two brilliant saves which would have been otherwise surefire goals as Kush Bozarov whips it right in. Contact there at the post. Solid header there by Sadiq Suli. But a bit too above that ball and off the ground and over the crossbar. Well, there are multiple substitutions coming in for THIMPHU City. There again, the only Uzbeki remaining. Bakrom coming in for Kush Bozarov. There is the number 9 and number 8, Karma Sherup Tsiring, possibly coming in for the captain. Well, yes, it is the captain, Organ Wanchu. Their way bearer, their lighthouse into this match, has been subbed out. Karma Sherup coming in, the captain's armband handed over to Dao Tsiring Jr. Sadiq Suli, brilliant job keeping possession. Kinzatashi, back to Jonathan.
Double substitution for THIMPHU City FC. Jersey number 10, Organ Wanchu is replaced by Jersey number 7.
That challenge perfectly timed. Kinzatashi loses that ball, but a reply immediately from Jitsin. There's Bakrom, a solid player, loves playing as physically as he can, is one of his strengths. He is not the tallest forward out there, but he will not let you guess his height at all, given the strength. As there yet again, another yellow card to the bench. And red card! The double yellow for the bench. And a red card it is. Not sure who it was. Bakrom, no delay, launches it right in. Right at the post, Bakrom denied by Sachin. Masterclass from jersey number 1 of DRUKPA FC, and yet again he is back to save their day. There was Jonathan a bit too relaxed on that shot. City Initiative at the edge of the box. Lobs it right in. Sachin Jha, what a save again. Sadiq Suli. Apologies, Chieno. But this time, unfortunate save for Sachin. Does seem like it was a major sacrifice in the way of that save. But hopefully he is okay. Also with regards to the also clarifying in terms of the yellow cards that were thrown to the bench early on. Not sure if it was caught on camera, but someone from the bench threw water at one of City's players who came for a throw-in next to their bench. That earned them their first yellow card for that water that was thrown. But this time not quite sure. Did not really catch that. But we are back with City in possession. Kinzang gets it right back off that header. Solid job keeping it away. Outside of that foot, Jonathan. Jitin, an option in midfield. Cuts right back in. Shot! Again, too much power. Again, Sachin Jha, THIMPHU City coming ever so close to finally taking the lead in this match. Have not had it since the half an hour mark. That equalizer coming late in additional time, 45 plus 3. There again, Sadiq Suli, solid target man, wins possession right up, keeps it as well. Brilliant run down on that right. Still on the line, hands it right off middle. There's the new sub. Still alive. THIMPHU City delivered inside. Bella with the block. And Kamajanso will send it off with that left. Philip Eugene up there, but the header. Kush. Sadiq Suli. Space to let that shot off. And City's efforts will be denied yet again. Matthew Musa this time. A forearm from Kinzang in the way of Musa, who was committing to that run. Matthew. Leon Sullivan cannot quite keep it under control from distance. Now it's hitting! Sachin Jha. Rebound Sadiq Suli! Sachin Jha yet again! What a thrill here in Tang Limitang! As Sachin Jha yet again, that first save, never mind the second. Fantastic denial by Sachin Jha. Now it's hitting. The new captain, left foot. First contact from Jumto from distance, not quite there. But the City will want anyone's ball. Philip Eugene, man advantage for DRUKPA FC. Leon Sullivan against two. Philip Eugene committing to that run. Matthew Musa on the other end, but fast header will be Kushan. And back to dot sitting. THIMPHU City, their fans on the edge of their seat. Backroom, right footed, cross in. Jonathan could not quite meet him in stride, and City's attack will be shut down for now. Jitin gets it right back. Left flank opens up. Too many bodies in the way. Sadiq Suli inside the box, shot blocked off. Fantastic defending there by Bella. Winded up a bit too much, and DRUKPA will clear it off. Again, what goalkeeping from Sachin Jha. Definitely thought that second one was going in. But my oh my, one man single-handedly keeping their narrative alive. Less than 10 minutes remain. Srindendup helping up front. Chieno Doutzering, space to operate. Sadiq Suli on that overlap. There is pandemonium. Right foot, Doutzering! Off to the side. Again, so far in this league, we have seen no shortage of phenomenal goalkeeping by Tika for the Thunderbolts. Sochanyima for UA. Tanipenjo for BFF. The Kendra for Transport. But in the midst of them all, Sachin Jha definitely looking like he will be the man to beat. Superhuman reactions indeed. Perfect technique on top. And no mistakes so far. Hats off to Sachin Jha, but the match is still on City. Their pistons firing on all cylinders. Leon Sullivan. Miss pass there. And right back to Bella it is, however. Centre Blanc. Leon versus Chieno. Pass out of bounds. Throw in it will be for DRUKPA FC. Devo. Leon Sullivan. Hail Mary over to the other side. There is Matthew Musa, however. Help approaching for the Druk pass, but that pass tapped a little bit too hard. Wu, no wrist. High, right towards the middle. First contact, Jitsin. Karmashiru. Karmashiru, brilliant pressure there. Hands it right off to Jonathan. Back to Dot sitting. Brilliant job keeping it alive. Devo. Bella slips. But Dot sitting cannot keep it under control. With Organ gone, a brunt of the attacking weight falls on 17's shoulders. But DRUKPA barely hanging on courtesy of Sachin Jha. Has options, open up, the hat-trick hero. Last match, left foot lethal. But this time will miss. Possible tug there on the jersey. Bakrom, as strong as always, will win the whistle. There again, the number 9, not the tallest of forwards there, but definitely does not give an inch in terms of strength and physicality. Number 9 performing his duty as always. Cheeky there. There was that tug again and again by Poptochi, who was beat, was solid in his matchup against Kush Bozorov, but this time will not be enough. THIMPHU City has been heating up for a while. Sachin on the other hand, absolute fire. Shoves being thrown in the box. Dot sitting, delivers, whipped. First contact. City still pandemonium. DRUKPA lets it loose. Matthew Musa on the left. Doutzering helping out. That undisciplined arm from Matthew Musa. Not intentional, but did feel like it struck Daw quite hard. Again, I'm not sure what the comments mean. Pretty sure Bhutanese players can transfer. Depends on the contract you have, but Bhutanese players can transfer. We have seen plenty of lateral movement for players. As there is yet another substitution coming in. Ishiwanchu. Ambitious there from distance. Again, Ishiwanchu. 66. Has come in. When DRUKPA, back in their days as THIMPHU FC, which was not more than a couple months ago in the qualifiers, alongside Nyakam Kinchutopge, it was Ishiwanchu who matched number 7 Kinchutopge's scoring efforts, band for band hat-trick in the first match. 4 goals in 2 matches. Have not seen him since, but hopefully we can still get the same production he showed back in the qualifiers. But it is City with initiative. Sadiq Suli manages to get past his man. Double team, not many options. Possible handball there, but the referee waves it off. City still gets the ball back. Cheno. Deflection off of Puptoji. As it will be yet another corner. Musa is down, is waving for the referee's attention. There was that. Yep, definitely was a handball. But again, already a lot for the referee to deal with. Does not seem like he caught that one. City, corner, first contact. Not clean that left foot, nowhere near, no risk from DRUKPA FC. Leon Sullivan. Off to Devo. There's Karma jump, so brilliant control there. Ishiwanchu. Snatched out of the air. And DRUKPA FC. THIMPHU City definitely looking tired here. Musa making that run on that left, but does not feel like he will keep it alive. And City's throw in it will be. Musa, left foot delivery, first header there. And City keep themselves afloat. Dausering making that run yet again. Bakarom. 3 bodies in the way. Dausering plenty of space, but the ball does not get there. Bella slips, but does his job. And throw in it will be for THIMPHU City. Kinzatashi. Not many options to work with. There's so many white jerseys committing to that effort. THIMPHU City definitely heating up. Can they find a way out of this? Dausering. Frantic left foot. Leon Sullivan. Matthew Musa on that wing yet again, but brilliant timing on that challenge. Kushan will send it out, and Musa wanting that call yet again. The referee says you have to settle for a throw in. There's that replay yet again. No proper contact. Matthew Musa, DRUKPA FC's blitzing counter-attacks. All courtesy of 31 and 32. Fantastic connection, especially with 21 in between the three foreign signings. Catching THIMPHU City off guard time and time again. Ishe making that run, but the pass intercepted midway. Dao Tsering beats through. Jonathan. The pass from Dao Tsering not quite there, but he does manage to win it off. Bakram launches it off to the small post back in the futsal field. Wrong target, my man. Like City coming ever so close to one more. The crowd on the edge of their seat. 2 more minutes. Again, not much time remain. Does not feel like the attack will develop any further than this. Sachin Jha. Sachin plays it off to the side. Might have been risky. Yes, it is. Jignam Seltop off to Dawa. Left foot intercepted. Bella. Devo. And there it is. City. Yet another draw. And DRUKPA FC have to settle for their first non-win. 3 matches, both teams still unbeaten. But it is DRUKPA up at the top of the leaderboard, now at 7 points. As commotion on the bench, Jonathan triggered by the staff and the bench of DRUKPA FC. A couple of words, definitely an altercation there. As red card for Jonathan. Red card for Jonathan Eduardo Cantilana Zorella. After the match ends, City still in 3rd place in the BoB Bhutan Premier League, up to 5 points, right behind DRUKPA FC who have 7, and BFF Academy who are 2nd at 6 points. A match for the ages, a battle in the crowds as well. City's fans and DRUKPA FC's fans, no shortcomings from both sides. As brilliant football, definitely a bit more frantic and a bit more chaotic than we would like. But beautiful football it was indeed. Again, 2 red cards this match already. Not sure if it was caught on camera, but in that first yellow card that went on the bench for DRUKPA FC, there was water thrown at the THIMPHU City players. And in the dying minutes of the first half, when Organ celebrated right in the face of DRUKPA FC's crowd, they threw a bottle down onto the ground. It did cause a bit of commotion between the crowds themselves. But game over. Both fans satisfied, at least not a draw. Their hopes of making it to the top of the table at the end of the season still alive. THIMPHU City back-to-back draws. Not the result they want, came ever so close, but the superheroic efforts from Sachin Jha denying them yet again. DRUKPA FC draw nonetheless, but they're defending loose at times. Will need some reworking to do. But until then, thank you to all our viewers, thank you to our fans here in the crowd at Chang Limitang. Plenty more football to go today, entertaining enough. This was your commentator Ugantesh Doji. Thank you all for the support, thank you all for the love. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. Do go follow our page, Bhutan Football Federation, BoB Bhutan Premier League, BoB Women's National League on Facebook for all important announcements, news and fixtures to come. Until then, this was your commentator Ugantesh Doji. Again, see you all next match.